The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, my beautiful people? Hopefully everything is well with you. Good morning, good morning. It is beautiful Monday. It is a Falcon Monday. No, not really. It's ERGJ from ERGJ Enterprises going with you to New Black Wall Street and our Money Talk Days. So we'll talk about what's going on in the market, what's going on with money. That's right. Everybody say money. Let's talk about what's going on in money today. As we wait on people to join us, go ahead and let you know. Good morning, Cookie. Today's episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right. TRU Detergent. That's right. True Detergent. Black-owned and manufactured detergent right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free delivery in the Atlanta area. 101 loads for $15. That's right, $15. I mean, 15 cents per wash. Here's the deal. Give us a call, 678-851-2400 to get your True delivered to your doorstep. Make the switch. All right, guys, got a couple of announcements for you. Tomorrow night is going to be our introduction to foreign exchange class. So if you're interested in currency trading, learning about that, you want to sign up for that class. What's going on? Good morning, Justin. How are you? Also, we have the rollout of the Club Millie presentation plan. Many of you guys saying, hey, I need more info. Well, Wednesday and Thursday is the day that you can do that. Go ahead and sign up for that. Of course, there's Club Millie. We're helping 1,000 people help save and invest $1,000 this year. Got to ask yourself, do you want to be a part of the 1,000? And here's the deal, guys. At the end of the day, all it takes is for you to make a $20 decision. If you can't make a $20 decision, you're not going to be ready to make a $20,000 decision when we pull our money together and we go out and we invest. So it's going to be your opportunity to join and practice what you preach, which is called group economics. We put the plan together. All you got to do is follow the plan. Now, here's the deal, guys. We also have, we just released the ERGJ exclusive. That's right. Get a chance to actually talk and sit with me and talk. And we're going to be talking about how, we're going to be talking about your exit strategy, how you can actually formulate your exit strategy to walk away from your job, how you can create multiple streams of income so you can finance your own freedom. That's right. Finance your own freedom. I'm going to be walking you through how you, too, can finance your own freedom, and that is an exclusive time with me. It's part of our tribute to Black Wealth Month. That's right. It's not just Black history. It's Black wealth. It's where we're going to make history. So here's the deal. I'm only taking 20 students. That's it. That's it. Going to do this. This is someone asked me to do this. They kept asking me, so I went ahead and decided, hey, this will be the month to do it. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that those that are ready to do something different this year, that you can actually put some strategies together for yourself and individualize. So anyway, you can sign up for that as well. We've already got some people that signed up. And of course, you know how I operate. The sooner that you sign up, the less expensive it is. So you wait if you want. Keep procrastinating. That's what our people do. They procrastinate. And I want to say to you guys that procrastination, it costs. Procrastination, you have to pay. So if you want to procrastinate, if you know that you should get this or whatever it is that we offer, you need to get it sooner rather than later, because the people who jump on it, and you know what they say, the early bird gets the worm. Well, the early bird gets the discount. All right. So let's go on and start talking about what's going on in the news today, what you need to know. That's right. What you need to know about money. So some things are going on. I got quite a few things I want to share with you guys. And remember this, man. The reason why I do this is to give you guys some clues. That's right. Give you guys some clues. I can't tell you what to do with your money as far as where you're going to invest, what you're going to invest in. All I can do is give you clues. And if you can't hear clues, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I think I make it pretty obvious, but hey, I'm trying to give you guys some clues on how you too can make some money. All right, here's the deal. All right, so here in the earnings, we got earnings coming out this morning. Matter of fact, Hasbro just actually reported their earnings. I'll let you know what those are. But the earnings bananas, so we're going to hear from Hasbro. We just heard from them. Tyson Foods and Lowe's, LOEWS, ahead of the bell. Then after the day wraps up, media conglomerate Fox, 21st Century Fox is scheduled to report. Toyota reportedly quoted earnings that showed the automaker was selling more vehicles but making less money. Isn't that interesting? In part due to the strengthened Japanese currency. So they're selling more vehicles, but they're making less money. That's all has to do with the value of the yen, the Japanese yen. I'll talk about that in just a second as well. Also in the news, we got the Tiffany shakeup. Tiffany CEO stepped down. Frederick Kumanel resigned in the wake of lousy financial results. So If you hear something like that, you say Tiffany, CEO, the CEO steps down, lousy financial results. Hopefully that gives you a clue on which way you should be betting for Tiffany to go today. So I'm actually going to put some money where my mouth is on this one today. He will be temporarily replaced by board chairman and former CEO Michael Kowalski, or whatever, as the company looks for a successor. So that's not good news for Tiffany. Hey, what's going on? That's not good news for Tiffany and their stockholders. Takata considers suitors. So the troubled airbag maker Takata is considering potential bidders following its deadly airbag recall. So they could be looking to sell. Detroit-based company Key Safety Systems is a front runner for a deal. An independent committee set up by the troubled Japanese firm recommended Key Safety Systems. Takata said in a statement over the weekend, it added that a final decision hasn't been made yet. So this is kind of like some rumors that's going on here with Takata. And typically, it's probably a pump up Takata's share price for a little bit. And then what happens here is that those people those insiders who actually have this stock, they're going to really sell hard as soon as that stock price rises up, so they can get out of their position, they can get their money, and then Takata's probably going to be moving to the out of business phase pretty soon. Key Safety System is the fourth largest airbag maker in the world. Buying Takata will make it the second largest according to Value Market Research. Now, if they do buy it, that just means that they'll have more places they can do business or they can manufacture these airbags. But Takata itself obviously is having problems with making airbags that are safe and that are suitable. So would Key Safety want to just take on the business of Takata just so they can have another warehouse or more warehouses to do business? I don't know. I mean, that's going to be interesting. But the shares in Takata fell by 19% on Monday, and that was in the Tokyo Market Exchange. So in case you guys don't know, we have the exchanges here domestically, but they also have exchanges in internationally or foreign exchanges. They have international exchanges or stock exchanges. So basically, an exchange is where you buy or sell. That is where the market happens. Is you got to go through an exchange in order to exchange your dollar or your shares for your shares for a buyer. Your seller and the buyer go to an exchange. So just think about Amazon as an exchange. And that's the same way you have a stock exchange. It's no different. It's just it's a place where buyers and sellers come together to buy stock. This is why I kind of tell you guys that the market is no different than going to the grocery store. It's just a market. The only difference is instead of buying grapes or apples or oranges from the farmer who is the seller who brings it to the store, that's the exchange, and you buy it from the store, the merchandiser, that is the exchange. That's the same thing that a stock market is. It's no different. Only difference is I got a stock, I got a company. That's it. I got a company that's making profits, that's selling products and services that everybody else is buying anyway, and I can actually go to the exchange to own that company. Lifestyle, what's going on? Keep it up with the practice, the better the black economics. Cool, man. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the support. All right, global market overview. Traders around the world seem uncertain about whether to buy or sell the U.S. stock futures. Are not making any major moves. It's probably going to be a ho-hum day today. It might be down today. I'm still looking to see what's going on with the volatility index, where we're going to be in fear or greed. European markets are mixed in early trading. Most Asian markets ended the day with gains. Let me ask you this, guys. Impact of the Super Bowl is going to have on the market today? That's a good question to ask, because obviously the Patriots won on a miracle comeback, a historic comeback by the Golden Boy, whatever. But will that put Americans into a place of greed, where they want to spend their money, and there's going to be some trading going on? Is this a boost to the American economy? Is this a boost to making America great again, so to speak? What do you think is going to happen today with the domestic exchanges? Are people going to be giddy? Are they going to be feeling super hype, and they're going to be wanting to buy? There's going to be a lot of money flowing, or are people going to be selling? What do you think? This follows a week where U.S. stocks dropped and then slowly climbed back up. The Dow Jones Industrial Average ended the week with a 0.1 dip. S&P 500, Nasdaq each ended with a 0.1 week over week. So here's what's going on in the week today, or in the week. Fox is the big one today as far as earnings are concerned. Tomorrow we got GM and Disney is going to be reporting their earnings again. GM and Disney on Tuesday. On Wednesday we got Whole Foods, Time Warner, and GlaxoSmithKline reporting. On Thursday we got Twitter, Expedia, Yum Brands, and Dunkin' Donuts reporting earnings, and then on Friday we got the Renault company reporting earnings. So you got some, I don't know how big these earnings are this week, but Disney, Coca-Cola, I don't know. I'm not really excited about any of these. But, you know, you guys might have some positions in some of these companies. So it'd be interesting to see how they flow. But I don't see any big movers that could be going on. Like last week we had Facebook, Apple, Amazon. I don't see any big movers here. I know who's reporting earnings this week, so you guys can kind of follow what's going on with the money. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Ron in the building. All right, so here's what I wanted to talk about. Above and beyond what we just spoke about, CMG, which is Chipotle, they are forecasting a 35% decrease over the year. So they're saying that, hey, our outlook doesn't look good. We're expecting to have a loss this year or decrease in sales about 35%. So, you know, that can give you an indication of what side you need to be on if you are a Chipotle investor, so to speak. So, you know, basically, you know what that means. So anyway, I told you I'll tell you about Hasbro. Hasbro reported just recently. So toy maker Hasbro quarterly sales rise 11.2%. Now this is interesting because Mattel, which is Hasbro's prime competitor, they had a terrible earnings season. But Hasbro, it seems to be doing well. So it looks like they got some dolls that's connected to the Frozen. I don't know. So, I don't know. You guys got, you know, matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this. While we're talking about this, let's go ahead and find out what Hasbro, which you know, what toys they make. Maybe we can find that out real quick. So Hasbro engages in provision of children and family leisure time products and services with a portfolio of brands and entertainment properties. It operates under the brand names such as Littlest Pet Shop, Magic the Gathering, Monopoly, My Little Pony, Nerf, Play-Doh, Transformers. It operates through the following segments: the United States and Canada. International Entertainment. The United States and Canada segment refers to the marketing and sale of products in the United States, which include innovation and reinvention of toys and games. So that's interesting. Monopoly, My Little Pony. So those are all the things that fall under the Hasbro brand or the Hasbro company. These different brands fall under the Hasbro, the company. So the Hasbro is the umbrella company. Those brands are what fall under Hasbro. So going back to Hasbro and their quarterly earnings, it rose 11.2% in quarterly revenue, helped by strong demand for its Disney Princess and Frozen dolls in the all-important holiday selling season in the United States. So retail was pretty bad, but people were still buying the cute little dolls for their children for the holidays. So Hasbro actually did well. So we'll see how their stock moves today when the bell opens. Net income attributed to Hasbro rose $192 million or $152 per share in the fourth quarter, which ended on December 25th, and that was up from $175 million or $139 per share a year earlier. So if you want to take, I have a calculator, $1.52 over 139, what is that percent increase year over year? And this is how you start looking at growth, guys. $1.52 per share over 139. I'll do it for you because I know you guys are probably going to be moving slow. You guys like, Evan, it's your show. Like, you should be doing this. I got you. No problem. So we're going to take $1.52, right, minus $1.52 minus 1.39. That's 13 cents divided by 1.39 times 100. So we're talking about almost 10% growth in their earnings per share. See, so you basically take the delta, 152 minus 139, that gives you 13 cents or something like that. You take the 13 divided by the 139, and then that gives you basically 9.35%. So their earnings growth is 9.35%. See, this kind of stuff I'm teaching you guys for free here, but we go more in depth when you join Club Millie. So anyway, Pawtucket, Rhode Island Company revenues rose $1.63 billion from $1.47 billion. So we do the same thing here. We'll say $1.63 billion. Now we're looking at their revenue over $1.47 billion. That's 16 0.16 divided by, 0.16 divided by 1.47. So that's almost 11% growth in their revenue year over year. So that's pretty good. So if you're talking about 10% growth in their earnings per share, 10% growth in their revenue, Hasbro, pretty good. That's a pretty good. when you talk looking at their growth year over year. Anyway, JP Morgan, here's the other thing I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of. We talked about Tiffany owners stepping down. We talked about Hasbro and their earnings. Talked about CMG forecast. Now, here's interesting. JP Morgan and Chase, they get Chinese corporate bond underwriting license. I thought this was so interesting. I'm like, what in the world is going on? And we're going to talk about this for just a second. I'm going to let you guys go. So what I try to find the news that isn't, that, you know, it ain't really sizzling. But this is important news that we need to know. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about what this really means. So JP Morgan gets the China corporate bond underwriting license. So JP Morgan said on Monday it had received approval and license to underwrite corporate bonds in Chinese interbank bond market, making it the first, let me say it again, making it the first U.S. headquartered bank to do so, making history to become the first U.S. bank to be able to underwrite Chinese corporate bonds. Now, I know you guys are like, you know, well, what, right? So let's look and see what a corporate bond is. And you understand what a corporate bond is. So a corporate bond is a debt security issued by a corporation and sold to investors. It's used to raise financing for a variety of reasons, such as ongoing operations, mergers and acquisitions, or to expand the business. Now, I was saying to myself, well, why would JP Morgan, an American bank, be getting underwriting licenses to write a Chinese bonds for Chinese corporations? Because I'm saying to myself, like, does America have that type of relationship with China where we want to be basically financing their growth? I was like, to me, I'm mind boggled here. Why would this is the first time in history that this has happened. So why in the world would JP Morgan, a United States bank, quote unquote, approval to underwrite corporate bonds for China? It's not making much sense to me, right? So I'm like, this is crazy. Like, where did they do that at? So because you know, supposedly, you know, China isn't our best friend, supposedly. But this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. What they show us, not the truth. That's why we gotta look at what's really going on here. I think there is some hoodwinking going on. There is some we're about to be run amok regarding these relationships that are happening with money globally. They make it seem like we're not friends, but they act like they're friends when it comes to negotiation. All right, so the license enables JP Morgan to underwrite debt financing instruments issued by non-financial entities, including commercial papers, medium-term notes, and other instruments approved by regulators. The license was granted by the National Association of Financial Market Institutional Investors, which oversees the Chinese interbank bond market. So, again, it's talking about selling debt to investors or selling Chinese corporate debt to investors. That's basically what we're saying. China is the largest bond market in the world with 43.7 trillion yuan outstanding at the end of 2016, with the interbank bond market accounting for over 90%, according to the China Central Depository Clearing Company. In September last year, JP Morgan was granted a business license to operate a fully owned fund management business in China, allowing it to set up an office in Shanghai in the Shanghai Free Trade Zone. Free Trade Zone. So this is where I'm gonna be at today, trying to figure out what this really means. This is what I mean by when I start talking about interpreting the news. What does this really mean? Like, this is number one, this is historic. Okay, this is history that's just been made. I know we just had a history in the Super Bowl, but while we're doing that, we got history that's being made in the financial arena with an American company or American bank is being given approval to buy Chinese debt or corporate Chinese debt, corporate bonds, issue them and sell them to investors. This is, I am blown away by this. Now I know you guys are like, I don't know what that means and all this, but this is what I'm saying. Like, we got to start doing our research. We hear something like this, we got to figure out what this means. And I can't always figure it out by myself. That's why we got the village. That's why we come together and talk about this stuff. Like, what is going on here? But they won't give any black people any loans for business. So at any rate, again, to me, this is the big news. I know it doesn't sound sexy. I know it's not all, it doesn't get y'all excited, get your hype in the morning. But when I see something like this, it makes me want to do some more research. Maybe I want to find out what the hell is going on. Well, JP Morgan, again, a corporate bond is issued by a corporation in order to raise financing for a variety of reasons, such as ongoing operations, mergers and acquisitions, or to expand business. The term usually applies to longer-term debt instruments with maturity of at least 1 year. So the backing for a bond is usually the payment ability of the company, which is typically money to be earned from future operations. So selling these bonds or selling these debt instruments or securities to investors to allow for these Chinese corporations to expand business, to acquire more other businesses, mergers and acquisitions, and for ongoing operations to allow them to stay in business. These are instruments. This is what you're buying when you're basically buying a bond and lending them money, okay? And then they're taking that money and they're expanding their business, and you get the bond, which means that they're going to pay you back your money with interest. You become bonds basically allow you to become a lender to these corporations if you buy a corporate bond through JP Morgan, which is going to finance the expansion of the Chinese corporations. Does that make sense? That's what it is. Now, the impact is what I haven't figured out yet. The news just came out, guys. You can't expect me to know everything. I'm just saying the news just came out. But I'm trying to help you guys to see the little stuff that's below the headlines. You know what I'm saying? So we stop getting so, you know, Google-eyed about the headlines. We start reading stuff like this. This is history that's just been made. And I'm counting on the village to help me interpret what this really means so we can make the proper moves with our money as it relates to what we're doing in the market. So anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time on that because the news just came out. So I got to take time to digest it just like you do. But I wanted to make sure that you were aware of what's going on since this is the Money Talk. Now, here's the deal. Be on the lookout today for Tiffany. Again, the CEO left. That's not a good sign. So that they're probably looking to to decline today. Chipotle, their forecast, their outlook, they cut their numbers for the future for the rest of the year. They're going to decline more than likely. They already been on the decline. Chipotle been Chipotle been going the wrong way. And then the Hasbro deal, we may be seeing them take an increase today because they did very well, and that was a surprise because every other retail toy maker is not doing that well. So Hasbro's leading the market as it relates to toy making. You know, I guess the Disney. Now here's the connection, right? So Hasbro had good earnings, and we got Disney reporting on Wednesday. What day is Disney reporting? I think Disney's reporting on Wednesday. So if Hasbro sold all of these Disney frozen toys, will this also be a good earnings season for Disney? They actually report on Tuesday, tomorrow. So there's a connection. So now you can say, oh, well, you know, there may be something that you want to look into. Anyway, that's what we got going on, man. Remember this, man. If we've got the Club Millie coming up, the presentation coming up on Wednesday and Thursday. We got foreign exchange class on Tuesday. And we also have our ERGJ exclusive that's going to teach you how to finance your own freedom. You can find all of that stuff at www.ergj.net. So you can get signed up for class, or you can also join us on Club Millie. Make a $20 decision today that'll change your life. You can do that at www.ergj.net and join us as we help 1,000 people save and invest $1,000. And one of those 1,000 could be you. Well, here's the deal, man. I'm ERGJ from ERGJ Enterprise, and this is your news today in the market on Money Talk and Black Wall Street. Man, use this news to help fatten your wallet. Use this news to help your bank account. Use this news to make your money work for you. This episode has been brought to you by True Detergent. That's right, TRUE Detergent. Here in the Atlanta area, we're making free delivery, 101 ounces for $15, Black-owned and manufactured. That's right. We are practicing what we preach, which is group economics. 15 cents a wash. Give us a call, 678-851-2400 to get your True. Make the switch. Remember this, guys. It takes a village, but it starts with us. Let's build as we climb.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We'll see you all there in the next episode of the new Black Wall Street. The new Black Wall Street.